Alrighty. I can tell I'm very dark at the moment. My room is not lit. I can tell it's going to be chaos halfway through the race. So what I might do is I'll chuck me light on now. Hiya! And I'll turn it off a little bit later because I do not want that light on while I'm racing. It's going to be chaos. But hello everyone and welcome to the stream today. I have no idea how this is going to go. 32 laps of Spa coming up later tonight. It's going to be a draft track. It's absolutely going to be a draft track. There's going to be cars going absolutely everywhere. And what the admins have decided for us is, hey, you know that fuel you use, you know that resource you only have so much of? Yeah, we're going to only give you 40% of your usual amount. So doing a two-stop strategy is going to be brutal. Like, it's going to be properly tough. So we're sort of faced with a challenge, hence the title of the stream and everything. We can either do a two-stop strategy and fuel save like hell. And by that, I do mean fuel save like hell. We need to save about a litre a lap. So 1 entire litre a lap of fuel saving. There or thereabouts, about 900 mil. Or you go flat chat and see if it sticks. And do a 3-stop. Mate, I was so keen for Spa, Griff. I was properly keen for Spa until I saw that the fuel restriction. The fuel restriction is a joke. The fuel restriction is genuinely a joke. Spa is usually one of the best races. I had a really good race last year. I came 5th last year. But yeah, no, let's just give us the biggest fuel save requirement ever. You had to save 0.7 for 1 lap last night and it's so slow. Yeah. Look, in the draft, don't get me wrong. In the draft, it's not going to be too slow. I'm sure the top guys, like your Jareds, your James Scotts, Griffins, blah, 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 they'll probably do very similar pace to me flat out anyway. I don't think we're super strong this week. I haven't had the best preparation leading up into that, and that's not just the computer thing, because I've had my computer back for about 3 weeks now. I just genuinely haven't had the best preparation for this one. I don't think our pace is quite there. So I think a top 10's probably out of the cards, but yeah, I think because we're not super strong on pace, we might actually benefit from doing something a little bit different, and that's why I think maybe it is actually worthwhile for us to go for that slightly different strategy and do a 3-stop. So let's just have a little bit of a look here. Just waiting for the session to go up at this point. You were hoping for some more rain? Look, honestly, rain would have been pretty decent. You may not join this session. That's unfortunate. That is highly unfortunate. Rain would have made this pretty spicy, I'm not going to lie. I think the weather is still set to like rain unlikely, so it doesn't mean rain impossible. But no, in all the forecasts and test races I've ran, I haven't had rain once. So I've not done a single lap in the rain. And honestly, I don't think many people would have. Mustang Gen 3 register, yes. Yeah, I can't see many people having practice in the rain, so... what are you thinking, Tyson? Are you going for the 2-stop or the 3-stop? I've spoke to a few people and everyone's come up with a different result so far. Yeah, why they've decided to do a likely 3-stop or fuel save 2-stop at one of the best racing tracks on the circuit or on the calendar, I don't know. Doesn't seem the brightest idea to me, but what do I know? You're going for the 1-stop. You know what? You're not the only one that said that. Fucking few people trying the extreme strats here today. Nah, should be right. See what happens. Alright. Why is my chat overlay not working when I'm not in the car? Alright, stuff it. We'll do it this way. Why can I actually not see my chat? That's kind of concerning. Alright, let's go here, here, There we go. Yeah, no, just technical difficulties. I am a non-streaming streamer, so. And just one more thing I need to quickly check before I dive into the session. Well, I can dive into the session. Wait for it to find my iRacing. Perfect. That was the one thing I needed to make sure, was that works. Or else my team would be pretty mad at me. Not gonna lie. Cool. Alright. Otherwise, everything seems to be going alright.
Give us a few clean laps to get our fuel numbers.
Alright, so we're in the session now. So you guys just let me know how, like, volume levels are and everything. Like, if the volume levels aren't fantastic, give me a shout. But yeah. Fun combo, I will say. I have been enjoying practice, the little bits of practice I have done this week. Supercars around here just work. They really do. And yeah, I use paddles with the supercars, Isaac. It's just a little bit more comfy to race in, personally. I do have a shifter here, if I really want to use it, but personally I prefer just using the paddles. And naturally, with how I hold the paddles anyway, it looks like I'm just giving everyone the finger with my right hand while I race, because on the straights I hold my my middle finger on the paddle. Usually. I'm going to be hyper aware of it now, but there's been a lot of times I'll watch a live stream back or a webcam recording of me, and I'm just giving everyone the finger while I drive. We'll try and get our bearings though. -23-degree track temp, so it's cool conditions, so it's very similar to what we've all practiced in. Every now and then you'll jump into the race server and get a very nasty surprise with the weather, but it's all as we expect here. Blanchimont sucks in the Gen 3. That was extremely conservative, but it's an awkward corner. Rouge also sucks. Definitely not flat in these cars. It's a pretty big brake. Not a hard brake, but you are dragging the brake, so to say. G'day, Jetto. How you going? Yeah, it's a pretty hard brake into or a pretty long brake. That's deep. That was suboptimal. Come on, car, grip, please. There we go. Far out, Jetto. Hope you're doing well, man. And sorry for being so inactive for a little bit there. That's the track limits. Yeah, especially regarding like YouTube and... Oh, that's deep. It's all gone wrong. It's all gone wrong at the end of the lap. Yeah, I definitely fell off streaming for a long time there, but that's alright. Oh, we'll bail out of that one. It would have been an okay lap if I didn't totally butcher the end of the lap there, but... He was so bored in high school. Mate, join the club. It's not a very exclusive club. It's every fourth person, I think. Scotty, you killing people in races again. We spoke about this, bud. That time from Damon's pretty quick. I know the Trans-Tasman guys are well into the 22s as well. I've just not clicked with the pace of this place yet. Tempted to buy one of the V8s. Honestly, man, they're a hell of a lot better than they used to be. Those that would have watched my old worst cars on the iRacing sim video would have known I had the V8 supercars on there, the old Gen 2 cars. These Gen 3s though, they're a hell of a lot better, like a hell of a lot better. These are proper fun. I'm really enjoying them, man. A lot more torquey, so you have to be way more careful on throttle pickup than you ever used to have been in the old car. But no, these new ones, they're fun. And the tyres are better too. It's still not perfect by any means, like you still need to protect your rubber quite a lot, but it's not so much of a slide once your race is dead scenario. The 1 week there. How do you compare the V8 tyre to the new GT3 tyre? GT3 tyre is better. Even though the GT3 is a little bit of ice racing initially, while the tyre needs to phase in. Yeah, I'd still say the GT3 tyre model is a little bit better. Alright, let's see if we can not cock this lap up. Bit of apex hunters at the first corner. Hello, John. Alright. Let's see if we can link this up a little bit nicer. There we go, that was a little bit neater. Lit it up out of the final corner.
That was your fastest lap of the session. We've got good fuel data.
A little bit of an improvement. A lot of people, well, not a lot, but Andrew Gilliam's into the high 22s now as well. So we're about, what's that, about half a second off the mark currently on that. The Porsche Cup should get the new tyre model. Although I wonder if they're holding off on it, because I would imagine the Porsche Esports Super Cup qualifying is going to be starting pretty soon, I would think. Normally it's season 3, I think. So they might be holding off to not interfere with that, because that would be a pretty big upset to everyone that's practicing for it. That felt like a much nicer lap, but it didn't really generate the lap time. I thought it would have maybe got to a 1 on that one. Although, yeah, the first corner was a bit scrappy. Lit it up on all regards. I do love that we just smashed the limiter into Rouge. You don't lose any time from it, and saves you an awkward gear change. So I feel like the whole field's going to do that. And we've actually got a headwind coming into Lacombe as well. So the draft's going to be super effective if it stays like this. I can probably attack the intro to that a little bit more. Still far from a perfect lap. Like, I was a bit scrappy through pool 1 as well. I think I overdrove the entry a bit. You can see I pushed quite wide, because I ideally want to stay off that curb at the mid corner. Because I feel like it just spikes right side tyre attempts a little bit. But otherwise, the rest of the lap was decent. Do I run my own setups? We do. So I normally run a little bit different to the rest of my team. I have a little bit more of a unique driving style, I think. I just suit a slightly softer car. I like a little bit more pitch in my cars than some of my teammates. So yeah, I usually run my own setups. For this particular race, I haven't done a huge amount of setup work, to be quite honest. So we are running a bit of a blend setup. So it's closer to what my teammates are running, but it's still not an exact one. But yeah, they're all custom. Soft generally on iRacing means fast. It does. Usually. These cars is a bit of an outlier. I think these cars work quite well on a stiff set, but it just doesn't quite suit my driving style as much, so that's alright. That's all good.
Right side, car on your left, clear on the left.
Yeah, manually blipping the throttle. They disable all driving assists in this series, like all of them, hence why I have to start my car up every time I leave the pits, and you can stall the car in the pit stops and everything. So yeah, manual blip. Is V8PRO series going to the bend? It should be. It should. It's not confirmed, I don't have exact information on that, but we do have one round that's to be announced. And I'm pretty confident that we'll get changed to the bend now that that's been released. The only thing that would stop it being the bend is if Pukekohe comes out, I would think. And I think a lot of people would prefer Pukekohe over the bend. And more than both of them would probably rather Adelaide Street Circuit. Yeah, 100%. No, I use the, I'm using the upshifts and downshifts. Also, I just realized I got trading paints turned off. We should probably turn trading paints on here.
You're experiencing some network difficulties. If it continues, that may remove you from the session.
Relax, I literally just opened up trading paints. Oh, Rick's had a massive moment. I don't think Adelaide Street Circuit's a guarantee at all. Absolutely not. I would be more tempted to put Adelaide Street Circuit into next year. If not beyond that, Isaac. They have already scanned it, but it'll be bloody hard to build. The bend has no scenery. Why did I upshift? The bend has bugger all scenery. Adelaide Street Circuit has a ton. So, well, this lap's already dead because I autopiloted into 6th gear on the run to Eau Rouge, so. This lap is dead. You're not racing tonight? That sucks. And, well, I know Robbie's not racing as well. I'm assuming 2 very different reasons for why you guys aren't racing. But nah, it's pretty bloody rough, dude. Uni takes priority. Since when does Uni take priority over fake sim racing? You need to get your priorities sorted, Ben. That's all I'm going to say, mate. That's out of line. I should probably jump in Discord so I don't get fined or something in this series. Cool. I'll just join a channel by myself. Yeah, in this series, you have to be in a Discord channel at all times, just in case they need to contact you. Also, I should probably turn this back on. That'll be useful if I, that should be a little bit louder. Let me know, how's the audio been for you guys? Has it been loud or has it been alright? Because I've just turned it up even more. Car's been quiet? Cool. Well, this probably helped a lot, if not too loud now.
All right. Clear on the right.
Thank you, Tom. Imagine getting test results back the day before or the day after.
On the right.
Wouldn't be V8 Pro series.
Down on the right. Go left. just set the fastest lap. 22.638. Right side. Clear on the right.
We'll probably make this our last lap on race fuel, and then we'll switch back over to quali fuel. Try and get a better read. That said though, the jump from race fuel to quali fuel isn't actually a huge amount of lap time here, to be honest. You'll find a lot more time in the drafts than you will in fuel load. Especially with this bloody fuel cap we got on us.
Car right. Clear.
Not ideal. Dude, it's literally the stupidest idea, this fuel cap. Like, we'll see what the result is tonight, I guess, but I don't support it. Like I said in the group chat we have, is that a joke, or... Well, I don't know if I said it was a joke, I think someone did, but yeah, something along the lines of I'm assuming the 40% fuel cap's incorrect, and they said, no, that's correct. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about this race tonight. I don't think it's going to be the most successful for us. My JRT's having an absolute freak out as well, won't let me see myself. That's always fun. Yeah, the whole situation with you, Robbie, finding out, sorry, that you're not going to be able to race when, yeah, like 24 hours before the race start, and you've done all that practice. Anyway. Alright guys, I need to duck off for a sec. I will be back in just a sec. Actually, let's go to replay. There you go, into the darkness. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm not going to get involved in that, or else I'll end up with a race ban as well. Well. Anyone that knows me knows I have a massive dislike for messenger chats. I hate leagues using Messenger, to be honest. I hate it. Just use Discord. Discord is the gaming platform. People use Facebook for their personal lives. Just use Discord. It's a requirement in the series that everyone has to be in Discord for the races anyway. Like, just isolate everything into there, personally, but whatever. Alright. Let's fire up the qual doc. To be entirely honest with you, like I said before, you don't gain much from qualifying anyway. So the fact we're currently 18th, I reckon 18th is pretty much where we're going to play.
5 laps of fuel left.
I'm usually pretty good at Spa, but I've just not clicked this weekend. Or this week, I should say. It is getting a lot darker in the session though, which is concerning.
We expect these conditions to continue.
Just make sure there's no bloody rain coming. You've done an official, Tom. How'd you go? Let me guess, GT4s at Aragon? Isn't that like your goated combo for some weird reason? GT4. You're a bloody GT4 bandit, Tom. That's all you're good for. Well, that said, didn't you roll a GT4 at Bathurst in the 12 hour? Maybe not. All the true wobblers are? Hey man, you said it. Alright, so qual fuel. I've done bugger all qualifying practice. Like I said, I really don't think I'm going to go much quicker on quali fuel than I will on race. Got 27 minutes left in practice and then it's quali time. Qualifying is going to suck here as well with the draft trains. It is going to be cooked.
G'day, mates.
Oh, hello, Scotty Rankin.
How you doing, brother? I'm assuming everything's live?
Oh, yeah, everything's live. Just a heads up, I'm live on YouTube as well, so don't say anything too incriminating.
Matthew Bowler's a larrikin.
Well, that's just facts. We all know that.
Yeah, I mean, how's confidence feeling? Obviously back in the sim and everything. Feeling good?
Yeah, it's good to be back in the sim, especially my own rig, not Matthew Bowler's borrowed sim rig. But nah, look, I'm not expecting miracles tonight. Just try and stay out of trouble. But look, with the fuel save games that need to be played, I hate fuel saving, so I'm very tempted to just commit to the 3-stop. In all honesty.
Yeah. I think it's one of it's pretty much is going to be all we talk about tonight, which is tough. But also have a look at the races this year that we've only talked about fuel, Fuji and Beau Albert, and they were the best races we've had. So
true.
Anyway, all right. Well, good luck, and yeah, don't break anything else on this sim.
Cheers, Scotty. Have a good call.
Yeah, catch us, boys.
Suboptimal start to a qualifying lap. That's all right, Scotty. Just coming in to say good day. Who was that handsome bloke? I should have asked him for his hot takes on the Robbie Gibbs drama. Where's the article? Give me that article on the V8PRO website. Alright, well now that we're actually able to sort of concentrate a little bit more now. Get these sectors back into the green to at least finish off the lap.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel. You got it, slow car on the right.
Alright.
Car stops on the right. That was your fastest lap of the session. Car 200. 1. Just set the fastest lap.
Up 5 spots with that lap, but unfortunately a bit of a shocking start to the lap. I was concentrating on the questions from Scotty Rankin rather than the lap, so we'll see what improvement we can do on this next lap. We should be able to get into the 22s. I don't know how far into the 22s, but otherwise I think that's nearly our pace for this week. Definitely not going to repeat our top 5 finish from last year unless we get some crazy luck in the race, I don't think. Just going to impede Jacob O'Reilly, that's cool. Seeing as well we're on the outlap at the same time as Andrew Gilliam. See if we can steal a draft on this lap. Get an idea of a quality lap in the toe. Try not to impede Maloney in the process if he's on a push lap, which I reckon he might. Yeah, probably not actually. No, I'd be closing in on us quicker if he was on a push. Because I don't know how close we want to be into Arouge, to be quite honest. Because I imagine it's going to be push central behind another car. Might be one of those tracks you just want like a distant tow. So he's doing scrub. That's interesting. I haven't experimented too much with scrubbing the tyres, but That was pretty poor. I'm still overdriving the entry. I actually really overdrove the entry on that lap. Nah, it's actually been a bit of a dud lap.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
Yeah, we're barely going to improve on this one, unfortunately. I don't even think we improved. We I gotta get on top of the pull on corner though. That's where we're killing ourselves at the moment. That lap was bad because not only did we overdrive the entry, we also missed the actual groove itself, so we just pushed the whole corner. Opti's down to a 22.8. I'm fairly confident we can get down to like a 6, but executing a 6 is the hard part. Because the draft is definitely a help, and I think that 1 second range I was in is probably ideal. I just didn't drive the lap very well behind the car. Birthday. Thanks, mate. It'll probably be my last live stream before my birthday. And my birthday's still over a month and a half away. Alright, no draft on this lap, but even just a clean lap would probably be an improvement, I think.
Car 56, just set the fastest lap, 22.275.
Oh my lord. This might actually become a Lando Norris stream. Just bottle every lap.
That was your fastest lap of the session.
Oh, we dropped 3/10 in that final portion of the lap. That would have, would have put us around 12th. All right. Skids out of the pit lane. Great for tyres. So 30 minutes left, so we're probably looking at about 2 or 3 more attempts of this, because we can obviously escape. If I could just get a single lap in the 22s, that'd be great. Yeah, bloody hell, the front guys are doing 22.2s. Gilliam, Jared, Damo, James.
22.205.
What round even is it after this one? I can't even think what track it is. Oh, it's not Road America. Oh, I reckon it's Road America. Come back to a race that I love, but with a crappest rule set, and then Road America. Bloody beautiful.
Car 36, just set the fastest lap. 22.191. You've got about 2 laps of fuel left. Car 94, just set the fastest lap. 22.128.
Oh, that's cooked. So we're 410 sub, so that would have been the 22. That is suboptimal. More views than the official cast. Oh boy. No, they're only just starting. They'll comfortably overtake me, I'm sure. That's upsetting. Final corner, and we've Lando Norris'd it. The car is pretty unsettled. Like, that's happened a few times. Hang on, let me... Wasn't even necessarily that... I was actually already losing by that point. It was the second I started coming off the brake, the rear snapped away. There's no doubting I went in pretty hot, but that has happened a few times. I almost wonder if it's worthwhile for me to chuck the brake bias up a couple clicks coming into that final chicane. Let's give it a crack. We've got 7 minutes on the clock, so we still got time. Because in qualifying, you normally run the bias a little bit higher up than the race set. Just as the fuel load burns off, it's good to counteract it with the brake bias. Some people change it a lot. I don't play around with it quite as much, but there's definitely a benefit to it. I'm just expecting to jump on the pedal into the bus stop on this next lap and just straight on. Also, I'm going to get real sick of these debris flags by the end of the race. The amount of gravel we're going to be kicking up is going to be nuts. Looks like we're going to be roughly where we were on pace at Sebring. I put a lot more effort into Sebring, admittedly, but looks like we're going to be around the midfield again. So yeah, I was in a official practice session with TTR earlier in the week, and I was pushing. I hadn't done much practice at the time, but I was pushing, and they had my measure pretty comfortably. Have I won a race yet in this series? Nah. Nah, by no means am I a V8 specialist, so I don't quite get the absolute top tier results, unfortunately. Pushing towards it, but this race clearly isn't going to change things for me. Last year was my first full year. You race other Pro Series? Yeah, I've done the Rallycross World Championship for 2 years. I did the Virtual Racing School GT World Championship as well back in 2018. I did that as the iRacing World Championships. But beyond one podium, nothing crazy in terms of results either. Good enough to compete at the top level, but haven't quite been able to get the sort of headline results.
You got a slow car on the right. Right side, go left. Clear on the right.
bit sketchy. Oh, come on.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
Did an 8.
Lap of the session.
So into the 22s, but that should have, without that mistake in the third sector, that would have been a 0.6. Although to be fair, a 0.6 would have only jumped me up like 4 spots. Once again, I find myself in this little void in this series where the times are super, super close the whole way through. And, yeah, I just find myself just at the end of that cutoff. And, that loses me a bunch of spots. Or, like, if I improve by a 10.5, it only gains me, like, 3 spots. I always find myself in these little voids for some reason in the field. Qualifying is about to kick off, though. We'll see how this goes. I think one of the hardest things is just going to be to actually set a clean lap time, to be honest. With Blanchimon, it's going to be tough. Because the car just pushes so much behind another car. Nah, I don't drive the GTPs. I'd like to, but they'll require a fair bit of time to find pace out of, so... Alright. Doing walk in 6 hours? Is that this weekend? I feel like it's pretty close, is it not? If it is this weekend, then no. There's a few special events this season I want to do. I'm actually interested in doing the Portimao one with the GT1s, GT2s, HPDs. I reckon that'll be pretty fun. But no, I don't think I'll be doing walk-ins, unfortunately. Because I've got another league race on Sunday as well. One of my other V8 series is on, and I'll probably dedicate my time towards that. Alright, qualifying. Can't wait for this shit show.
Alright, good luck everyone. No escape rules in effect.
Cool. No escape rule in effect. Basically just means you cannot escape back to the pits. You have to drive and do an in-lap. Alright.
Car right. Clear.
Good luck getting your B license back.
Right side. Clear.
Is the 9.5 car always that shiny? The black on that car seems really bloody shiny, as if he's got a really aggressive spec map on it. Messy start.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel left.
Not my best lap, not my worst. Very scrappy start to the lap though.
You're experiencing some network difficulties. If it continues, they may remove you from the session.
Hello, Brad. Caught me right in the middle of qualifying when I'm my least social. Nah, good to see you in the chat, man.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left. Don't forget to pit for more fuel. Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. Car on your left. Clear on the left.
You mean when I had to literally convince you, Brad, to cancel your subscription?
Right, control power and gaining lock on. Power with him.
laps of fuel left.
Two milliseconds slower. Two milliseconds slower. That was a good start to the lap. I just couldn't hook it up the whole way around. That was a good lap though. Gutted I couldn't hold on to that delta though. Just a silly error through, I don't even know what the corner's called, but the downhill long right hand hairpin. Just overran it, and that hurt. It's alright though, we'll get one more crack at this. Yeah, this bloody corner. Yeah, is it Ravage? It might be Ravage. My Spa corner names aren't fantastic. La Source, Radion, Arouge, Camel Stray, Lacombe. Yeah, I guess it'd be. Yeah, I guess Ravage. No Name, Pawan. I call this next section Campus, but I don't know if it actually is Campus. It might be something else. That's Ravage? Cool. A lot of gravel all over the track now. And one of these is Anthony Knows, I think.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
You call it Fangya? Actually, I think I've heard a few people call it Fangya chicane. So you might be right on that. I might be wrong. Alright, so we're not super tight on time.
Lap for more fuel. Car on your left. Clear. Right side. Clear. Pit box in. 10.
Alright, see what we can do.
5. 3. 2. 1. Right here. All clear. Punch it.
I stored it. Suboptimal. Alright, so we know the potential there is there for a cleaner run. We just gotta hook it up. That's all we gotta do is hook it up. Alright, let's not slaughter our tires in the process. Matthew Bowler with his 1400th different paint scheme for the year. So that brings us to about the 1/4 mark, I think, of the Bowler's paint schemes for the year. Holy dive bomb from O'Reilly. Love a cheeky draft train dive bomb.
Left side. Clear on the left. Left side. Slow down. You got a penalty. We're cutting the course. Car on your left. Clear. Slow down. You got a penalty. We're cutting the course. Left side. Clear.
I got scared into which cars were actually on a lap then. Last thing you want in this series is a bloody impeding penalty. It's usually a 10-second race penalty, which is a nightmare. Alright. I'm gonna do this lap with a slightly higher brake bias. More to the forward. Just, it's one click, but just see if that helps us at all. Not amazing, not awful.
You got about 2 laps of fuel left.
Yes! Yes! Good lap. Happy with that, happy with that. Woo! Not perfect, but that's a nice improvement. Nice improvement, I'm happy with that. Whew. We'll see where everyone else shakes out, but that felt like a good lap. That's close enough to my potential. That makes up for Sebring. In Sebring, I totally missed what I thought was my rough range, and that's closer. That's good. See if we stay in the top 10. We're on the bubble now. Good lap by Hobbo as well, Hobbo P11. I was worried for a second there, because even though I saw my delta was up, I wasn't really catching Hobbo. So he had a very nice lap as well. assuming we're still waiting on 1 or 2 cars to finish. But we qualified really well last year here as well, so clearly this track works for us in a supercar. Assuming no one improves, I think that puts us on the outside for turn 1. Which is a little scary, but the rest is out of our hands.
Pitboxing 10.
Madison down on pole with a 4. So we're 4 tenths off pole, but we're getting there. We are slowly getting there. That's an improvement from what's its face, Sebring, and a massive improvement from Red Bull Ring. Thanks, Robbie. I'm happy with that one. But the amount of practice I've done, which was only about 2-3 hours, I'm happy with that. All right, I'm going to go for a post-race wee, because that's just what you have to do. I'll be back in a second, guys.
Alright, good evening everybody. Welcome to the 5th round of the 2025 Logitech G Pro Invitational Series. Following our 10-minute grading period here, we have a 53 lap race. Classified as a finisher tonight, you must cross the finish line on the last lap of the race and completed a minimum of 24 laps. Reminder that there are 2 compulsory pit stops tonight. The no escape rule is in effect, so if you need a tow, please hold station until we give you permission. As always, the towed car is not allowed to re-enter the circuit at any time. Chief steward for tonight is Richard Barella. The stewards will automatically look at any 4X incidents. If you have any other incident you want looked at, please just call out your car number at first, wait for race control to respond, and when they ask, specify the lap and corner numbers. Stewards will remain in Discord channel for 30 minutes after the racing, so if you want to discuss any penalties or non-penalties, head over there. I think that covers it all. I hope everyone has a good, safe and fair race tonight. Good luck. Have fun.
All right.
Looks like there's rain in the area. Be mindful.
What?
You're on a dry tyre.
Okay.
You'll have to stop for more fuel before the race is over.
Not just once, engineer. Not just once.
The estimated SOF is 4,906.
The precipitation is 0% for the next hour.
Fighting for the podium.
So I think that's just a scary message, not actually anything to be super concerned by.
You're experiencing some network difficulties. If it continues, they may remove you from the session.
Love to see a video of practice habits and how you plan your races training-wise. Yeah, dude, that could be a cool idea. Always open to video ideas, so we'll see. So tire sets, replace, fuel is set. Cool. All the bells and whistles are done. No, that could be a cool idea. Now, I was just looking at your profile picture. Is that Riolu? Is that Riolu from Trackmania? So it looks like we're the top ERT car tonight. Obviously no Robbie and no Ethan. Makes that a slightly easier task.
But, alright, we'll try and fly the flag for the boys. We're ahead of James Scott, ahead of Cody Death, ahead of Dylan Rudd. There's some good names behind us, so we'll see what we can do. Maybe? I know that means yes. Love that. Get a message from my operations manager at work wishing me good luck. Thank you, Derek, if you're watching. Much appreciated, my friend. Alright. See, qualifying this high makes me nervous. Makes me nervous for my strategy. Where's Bula? 20th, I think. Hang on. Yeah, 20th. I actually ended up ahead of all three Chiefs Esports cars. They've had a bit of a nightmare because I know their pace is better than that. Yeah, this makes me nervous for my strategy now. I was so convinced on what my strategy was going to be tonight, and now this makes me nervous. That's all right. Just means more positions lost when it goes wrong. Nah. We'll see how the opening laps go, see how the field plays, if everyone's being super aggressive, if everyone's playing it calm. Is that a wild Hobo 88 gridded behind you? Yeah, man. So my car's on 3 live streams. The official one, mine, and just in frame for Hobos as well. Although he's in the mirror, so I guess he can say the same. Yeah, of all the races to qualify really well, I wish it wasn't a fuel saver. Anyone that knows me knows I hate fuel saving. So you can probably interpret from that I was very tempted to go towards the 3-stop. Very tempted. We'll see how the opening plays out. If it seems everyone else is going full push, then beautiful. Nah, more carbon emissions. It's good. They're only virtual carbon emissions anyway. It's fine. It's fine. Virtual Greta Thunberg can't hurt you. Also Greta Thunberg. Dun dun dun. Oh, I can't believe they've given us a 40% fuel cap. Because this series, for those that aren't fully in the loop, this series forces 2 compulsory pit stops, alright? So in 32 laps, you have to make 2 pit stops. That's already a pretty strategic race. Like, you've got a lot of flexibility there. But what they've done is they've given us a fuel cap that is so strict that it practically forces us into a 3-stop unless you heavily fuel save. So, I don't know. I feel like they've... I could be wrong. This could be the most exciting race of the season. This could be the most exciting race of the season, and I'll shut up. But I reckon they've ruined the race with the best potential for racing, or one of the best races. We will see. Two minutes, 2.5. Just while they do all the interviews and stuff. I am curious to see what the front runners do, especially the likes of TTR, because I know TTR have been practicing a fair bit for this one. Not like a fair bit, I don't know, they've done 50 hours or anything, but like, I know they've been in a lot of sessions. I wonder what their play is, if they go full push or if they go for the fuel save. Because they're good at fuel saving. That is a strength of TTR.
2 minutes till rest up.
Any races that are a fuel saver or a strategy race, they come good. Brady. What you doing?
was surprised how slow qualifying was there. I thought the pace would be a lot higher. So I was surprised a 0.8 gets me 10th, to be honest.
Uh, 60 seconds.
Alright. Last sip of energy drink before the race. Can't wait to need to pee halfway down the back straight on lap 1. Alright. First league race in 2 months. What could go wrong? What could go right? Answer? Just about everything.
30 seconds. Fire 'em up. Good luck.
Alright. I've done very little race start practice, so it's going to be a very conservative launch. Don't expect a rocket ship from me.
Green flag, green flag. Right side. You're on the left, 3 wide. You're in the middle, 3 wide. Clear, 2 wide. Left side. There's an infinite behind. Clear. Right side. Stay on the left. Clear.
I didn't want to pass Ando, just trying to make sure I didn't get dive bombed from behind if I was conservative. Ando saving. He just lifted.
Left control.
Go ahead, 0 and 7.
Lap 1. Turn 4. 5.
Copy that.
Albert's got a big gap to the cars behind, well, the cars ahead. I wonder if the front runners aren't going for a full fuel save and he is. Go. Just ramped it up a little bit more.
Probably that 115.
Suboptimal. I think Ando is just playing it very safe for our Rouge not to get a slowdown. I do have chat open, Anti, but I'm not looking at it much. Happy to take the off track there.
New fast flat for you.
Pace is high though. I wonder if everyone's trying to push for a 3-stop.
Leg control, passing you through.
Go ahead, 23.
Last, north on one.
Copy that.
fuel saving, but not to the extent I thought they would. Gotta be careful I don't lose touch with Ando. Not a good time for a messy Arouge.
You've got about 5 laps of fuel.
Uh-oh. Lucky that wasn't a slowdown. Oh, we're in trouble.
The leader consider 24.31. That car is a lap down. Car 94 is now leading.
Just got no pace right now. James Scott will be coming after me now as well. He'll catch me pretty quick, I reckon. Chaos behind, I'm assuming, with Emily.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
Alright. So we're going to be boxed this lap.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
So I'm pretty convinced TTR will get another lap at least out of the tank.
Don't forget to pit for more fuel. The lead is pitting now. Left side, clear on the left. The pit box in 10. 5. Car 17 is up the front. 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Good first stint. Good first stint.
That's it, go. Right side, left side. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Race control car 87.
Go ahead, 07.
Up 10, 7.
Clear on the right. The lead is pitting now.
So no one made it the critical 11 laps on this first stint.
P1, just set the fastest lap. 23.319. Car 94, shut the front. You're in the top 10.
Well, that was no fun. Ugh. Right, come on.
The leader is running 24.06. 20 more laps.
Racking up the incident points at the moment, which is a problem. I'm still under the threshold I need to be, but gotta be careful. Whoever drove the rears. I'm not going to fight James. Biggest factor in my race right now is getting my rear tyres back under me. See what he was doing, it's not worth fighting at this stage.
about 5 laps of fuel.
Not sure why I took the world's tightest line through there.
on the right.
I'm gonna hope that was lag.
That car is a lap
If that
down.
wasn't lag, I want to see that setup. Oh, that's deep. 2 laps to go. I need new tyres.
You've got about 2 laps.
We're officially halfway though. Alright, hit this lap. Again, not sure why I'm upshifting the SIG. I know it's slower.
Lap of fuel left. Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel. The leader's pitting now. The leader just did a 29.329. Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Alright. Not a bad stint. Just struggling to keep the tyres under me, so let's try and really manage that on this stint, sorry.
Go, go, go!
Keep looking after these rears. Okay, the tyres should be somewhat phased in. Haven't slid them yet, which is nice.
Car 3 has taken the lead.
Cool. Got clean air on this lap, so we can push properly. messy over that curb, but that's alright.
Just check your fastest lap of the session. You're in the top 10.
I was like, why is the car so slow? I was in friggin' 6th gear again. I gotta stop doing that. That is actually killing me. Alright. Shocking few laps. Gotta regroup.
Car 9 on doing it. Car 1 race. Can you have a look at lap 21, turn 5 or 6, I think it is? Yeah, probably not.
Car 94 is now leading. this time by. You got about 5 laps of fuel left. All right. Clear on the right.
Car 18, please readdress with triple 2.
The leader is running 24.732. Right side, clear on the right. The car in front is pitting. That car is a lap down.
Understeer. That's what I get for playing with a spreadsheet.
The car in front is pitting. Pit box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here. We're done. Get going. opportunity. You're in the top 10. You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
Why did I go on third there? Not big brain. Laps to go. This will be a bit of a mission.
Take a fella. Don't worry about it.
Right side. Keep to the left. Still there, hold your line. Stay on the left. Clear.
Right, control car 27.
Go ahead 27.
Turn 7, like 30.
Copy, mate.
Two left to go. Two to go. The lead is considered 23.561. Left side. Keep to the right. Clear on the left. Car on your left. Car right. Clear on the right.
Fair play. I had to try something. I overcooked it, but
Two left to
fair
the
play.
middle left.
I've raced Cody a few times. He's always been good to me, so absolute fair play. He seems pretty good through our ruse, so I didn't know if I'd be able to get a run or not. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just give it a shot.
Right side. Clear.
I guess Cody's just bored and wants to play. Do it for the stream, I guess. Hello, Sean. How you doing? One lap to go. I've got to see if I can hold off on this ninth place.
You just got the white flag. That means one more lap to go. Car right. Still there. Hold your
That was a
line.
dive
Clear.
bomb.
That car is a lap down.
Alright. I'm assuming Cody fucked up. Well, that ends that. Oh, let's just do a safe final lap. And bang for P9, I guess.
Fuel left.
That's a shame. I was actually looking forward to that battle. He came from like fucking how many car lengths back? I was just saying how clean he normally races me. Nah, I'm sure he just made an error. Oh, speaking of errors, the race isn't yet over. I should probably finish the lap, hey? Only thing I could think is he was trying to just back me up a little bit, just to try and get Dylan Rudd some points, because Eclipse and the Chiefs have an alliance, which, you know, fair enough, but not quite sure that was the way to do it. God, I am friggin' knackered though. I am so out of practice. Yeah, I am seriously exhausted. I am so unrace fit right now. But for 2 months with no computer and barely having an opportunity to learn this car, I'll take that. I'll take that.
The car in P2Z, just
Oh.
set the fastest lap. 22.733. There's the flag. It's over.
I'm happy with that.
Solid work.
P9 on return. I'll take that. Oh, lordy, that I am sweating. Oh. I've only got 800 mil of fuel. Yeah, less than a litre left. 800 mil in the tank now. That's alright, that's enough for a lap, right? Surely enough for a lap. Thank you. I will take that. It's a lot better than Sebring, round 1. And a hell of a lot better than Red Bull Ring. At least one victory burnout? Mate, I am not doing a victory burnout for 9th. I'm happy with that result, but I'm not victory burnout for 9th. Happy. Yeah, we'll shut her off. Oh, lordy. I want to go look at that incident with me and Cody. See what exactly happened there. God dang.
Well done, Jared. Well done, everyone. Nice job. Yeah. We'll get on the podium. Madison and Andrew. Very good. It was a pretty good run by, especially the top 7 or 8 cars were all pretty close there. Nice.
Oh, that's a bomb and a half. Nah, I'm fine with that. That's a bomb. Nah, I'm fine with that. I'll let the race control do what they want with that, but I'm fine with that. Considering how far back he was, that's fine. Whew. I really thought the race was going to be a little bit more chaotic at the start, to be honest. I really expected a little bit more chaos. But it was surprisingly tame. Oh, I saw Job Stewart in the background got rotated at turn 1. Qualified 10th. So qualified 10th, finished 9th. I thought the 3-stop strategy was going to be a risky play, but turned out it was actually the play. You know you can turn the force feedback on you. Nah, mate, light work, baby. Light work. Yeah, I really thought... Nah, turn down? Nah, stuff that. Why would I do that? I paid for the steering wheel. I'm going to use the whole steering wheel. Nah, I'm happy with that. Considering the last 2 months, that's a good takeaway result. I can be proud of that. Yeah, race pace wasn't perfect. Like, I'm clearly
I didn't do the most amount of practice for this. Like, I'm not 1,000% happy with my preparation. But given how meh the preparation was, that's a perfect result. I can be properly happy with that. Because especially after the middle of the week, or I think it might have been like the weekend actually, I jumped into a practice session with the Trans-Tasman Racing guys, and they were flogging me, to be quite honest. They were really flogging me. So to, end up on track with them, as you can see in a fucking TTR sandwich there. Hello Ash, hello gorgeous. Yeah, to end up in a Trans-Tasman Racing sandwich for a little bit of the race there, they clearly had the pace on me, but I could be happy with that. That was all set up from a good qualifying. That qualifying lap was just what the doctor ordered. Yeah, I was in a session with literally all of them. It was just an open practice session. It wasn't like a planned one or anything. But yeah, Madison, Brady, Josh, Maloney, Emily, I think Sandman was in there as well. They flogged me in that session. So did a little bit of homework since then. Played with a lot of stuff today. I had the day off work, so I'm like, you know what? Let's play with some setup stuff. Try and find some last minute gains. Found a few little things, but no, that's a good turnaround. So end results in the end. Phil Sell won again. I think that's his 4th win for the season. Madison 2nd and Gilliam 3rd. They ended up about 22 seconds ahead of me, so still, yeah, a good 6-7 tenths a lap to the Phil Sell guys. Cheers, Aiden, appreciate it. But nah, overall I can be happy with that. Only thing I'm a little bit disappointed about in that race is the 3rd stint when I had Rattray White chasing me down. That was a very sloppy, very sloppy stint. Just curiously, who was the first of the... Job Stewart. So Job Stewart was the first driver who did a 2-stop, and he came 24th. He got rotated at the start. He did get spun at the start. So that's actually not a bad recovery from him, all things considered. Yeah, Gilliam. Yeah, Gilliam's a multi-talented man. Race engineering for Premiere, and then, yeah, also being a gun in the sim. So 24.0 fastest lap in the race. Not too bad. Overall, I'm happy with that. That could have gone a lot worse. And realistically, looking at the results, I ended up 6 seconds behind Rattray White. I was close in that final stint to Rattray. Not challenging for position or anything. I think he would have had me covered anyway. But besides falling a little bit behind him just with that battle with Cody, I think that was the highest potential we had. I think, yeah, that was ninth was probably the best potential we had, so we maximised tonight. Considering the letdown of Sebring, let's hope that. Shame I missed so many races. I know. My target for this year was to really challenge for top 10, if not maybe around the top 5 in points if I'm going to be super consistent. And yeah, sadly, that's just been totally deleted now. I won't even make the top 20 this season. So which means I'll have to qualify for the series again next year, which is a shame. But it is what it is, honestly. We'll deal with it. We'll keep trying to bag points and just make it a season of what could have been rather than giving it in Enduro points. Hopefully the Enduros are nice to us. I do have a co-driver lined up, and I'm very happy with my co-driver for this season. It's assuming we still go with the original plan with the co-drivers, because obviously I've missed a lot of races. There's a chance we might restructure the co-drivers to favour those still in the championship hunts. But no, if I end up with the driver I'm currently paired with, it'll be a good Enduro campaign, and hopefully get some redemption on Bathurst, which has been really cruel to me lately, Bathurst. We disconnected in the first stint of my co-driver last year
So I did about 30 hours of practice. Had to drive to Melbourne before the race to get a new brake pedal because my spring broke. Oh, throttle pedal because my spring broke, and all that jazz. But yeah, we ended up getting robbed of a result there. And then in the Bathurst 12-hour earlier this year, we were comfortably going to be second, if not a shot at the win. Like we were in with a great chance with 2 hours to go, and my teammate's power drops out. So every time we're in for a good result at Sebring, at Bathurst, in an enduro, it's been pretty bad for us, honestly, through no fault of our own, just disconnections, power outages, that sort of stuff. Like, it's not even something you can chalk up as a racing deal. It's literally just, oh damn, that sucks. So, is that the Damon Mulqueen? It is the infamous, the all-knowing, all-seeing Damon Mulqueen. But I'm a little bit concerned though, because Damon's been in this chat for like 4 messages now, and he's not said bacon once. So, hope you're feeling better soon, dude. Oh, Lord. Oh. Damon, did you only just subscribe, Damon? Did you only just subscribe, Damon? What the hell, man? I thought you were my friend. Nah, look. Big thank you to everyone who watched tonight. I know I was absolutely quiet during the whole of the race. The second the race started, I tried to keep up a little bit of commentary for you guys on the stream to make it engaging, but the truth is I just got very distracted and yeah, was very focused on the job at hand. So sorry for being all quiet during the race. But look, hopefully you guys enjoyed. I'll save that race replay and yeah, hopefully we'll start work on the video edit soon. Try and get it out on the weekend, I guess, because I've got another race on the weekend as well. So I've got another race I'll be streaming later this week on Sunday. V8 Scops is at Road Atlanta. Not a track that's ever been super farm some clips. Yeah, boy, get those YouTube shorts. Yeah, it's never been super kind to me, Road Atlanta, but look, it's always fun in a supercar, so we'll give it a crack. But besides from that, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for your support on this stream as well. Absolutely love your work. And yeah, look, from here, I'm probably going to call it a night, go get some food. I am starving. Hopefully my work pay has come in. Shannon, have we been paid? You know, I probably shouldn't show the stream this, but do I at least have monies? I have monies. We are good. So grab myself some KFC or something, and yeah, call it a night. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.